Hello, hello. Welcome to Loose Lips. I am Ike Avelli, and I am thrilled to have you all listening in again this week. And I'm going to take it right out of the gate, right? This week's episode, as always, is sponsored by Uberlube. That's right, peeps. Uberlube. Their motto is feeling is everything. And trust me, good sex always comes with Uberlube. Unfortunately, it's usually me that's just having sex with myself. But here we have Uberlube in travel size too. You can go to uberlube.com, visit their website. You can buy their products, glass, beautiful bottles that are nightstand friendly, or travel size like I took to Vegas. And as you can see, it's still not open. Anyway, I was in Vegas. Oh my God, it was 115 degrees. I did not want to leave the hotel, but the hotel was gorgeous. We stayed at the Resorts World, went to a venue, checked it out for 50 Shades of Gay. And speaking of 50 Shades of Gay, we are coming to Boston August 8th. It's going to be me, Cecily Williams, and our drag performer, Aurora. So if you want to buy tickets, head out to my page on Facebook, Ike Avelli, and you will get your tickets, hopefully, and see our show, right? Oh, God, and what else is going on with me? Let's see, I got stranded in the airport for 33 hours. Well, I was up for 33 hours, but I was stranded because they diverted to Cleveland, and I was stuck in the airport with a bunch of mice. Yes, I was, because I decided not to leave and get a hotel, because it was either the mice or Motel 6. So it was pretty much, the airport, but I left Las Vegas Monday morning at 9, and I didn't get home until Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. So yeah, I was up 33 hours. Not fun at all. But I am so thrilled to bring our first guest on. My guest, oh my gosh, he is a powerhouse. He is a trailblazer, and like me, a proud New Jersey native. And most importantly, my friend, we met exactly 11 months ago in Jersey City at the Art House Theater. Yes, it was for a movie event, and they were showing trailers and movies. And one of mine with Wendy Stewart was in it. It was called 42nd Street. And this is why I became friends with Mickey, because he liked our video the best. Surprise! Anyway, he has the country falling in love with him. He released a new book entitled Walking the Earth, first as a woman, then as a man. And Mickey, I hope you're listening. I've got notes. He also has a documentary titled The Man I Was Born to Be. And we're going to discuss it all and maybe a little surprise. Please welcome my good friend, Micky Petrillo.
Hello, Ike.
How are you?
Missing you. I haven't seen you in person in so long.
I know. Well, you were in Aruba.
Well, and you were traveling with your show every which way, all
yeah,
over the country.
Every which way with my ass up.
Ass up. So
isn't that terrible? You go on a vacation and you still come back with the same bottle. Oh, horrible. But how are you? So much is going on with you.
Yes. I'm being bombarded all at once because the book came out June 4th.
Yes.
The new project that Andrew and Dominique Jackson are working on finished up June 8th. So it's a whirlwind of things. I had some downtime. So I figured I go every year to visit my father. His ashes are in the ocean in Aruba, where we have a timeshare. So I went to go visit him. Because it was like for the first time since August, Andrew and the film crew weren't up my ass.
Oh, my.
Nothing goes up the ass. Things only come down the ass. Okay, so
I wouldn't know.
Been that long, huh?
Lately, I've been traveling, and it's like a desert out there when it comes to men. So, yeah. But let's go right. I want to go back a little bit. So we're both from New Jersey, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you grew up like, I think, the same Italian kind of family. You had that upbringing. They're outspoken. You get a little drunk at Thanksgiving. How did, like, with New Jersey, how did New Jersey play a part in you being like resilient, like, and strong and
I don't know. Coming from a household where there was no love or affection or the words "I love you,"
Mhm.
and we lived with my grandparents, my father's parents, my aunt and uncle upstairs, my two cousins, my dad, and Jenny, aka mom. So there was no love. There was only yelling and screaming. And I guess I found a way out by being resilient and knowing I would have to make my own money to get the hell out of there. And this
right?
was a kid that had to
Yeah,
raise, his parents. And the humor came from there because I had to find a way to deal with all the chaos that was going on.
right.
So, it was, I didn't need money. I could, we were upper middle class family. I could have had anything I want. But from a young age, I always felt money with freedom,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah. 100%. Now, you said your family and everything. Now, you were very close with your dad. That I know. Correct.
yeah, when we got older, he was
Mhm.
abusive. Being a closeted man, which I didn't know until I came out as a lesbian when I was 30, he had his own demons. So he was
Yeah.
drinking, he was doing drugs. He also tried to commit suicide by ramming a car into a wall.
Yeah.
So, I never knew that. So he was suffering. And
Yeah.
so he wasn't a good dad. He had a roof over our head, food, we had what we wanted, but he wasn't a good father until later. I was 20, I was 22 years old the first time he told me he loved me.
Yeah. And
So,
anybody who wants, they could read your book, which we'll discuss in a few minutes,
right.
because the dynamic of your story is behind your mom and your dad. You did have a better relationship with your dad, but in the book, people will see that your dad had his own story as well, which probably is the reason why there was that, divide between you and your dad in the beginning, right?
Yes, yeah, I don't think he wanted. I look back at it now. He didn't want me to have the same life he did.
Right.
So he was trying to walk this way, buy me dresses. He was trying to beat out of me, or physically or verbally out of me anytime I was acting, gay or more masculine, whatever. He didn't want that for me.
Right. Yeah. Well, I know because my dad was that way as well. And obviously, I still don't have ties with him to this day. But it's something I think the times that we were growing up in as well, where it was forbidden to say gay, and I think it's the old school mentality that our grandparents had, our parents had. Now look at where we're at today. We're open, we're free. But you didn't have the same, you know, I guess, loving adoration that you wanted from your parents, unfortunately.
No.
You know, that to me is sad because I get it as well. My grandparents never knew I was gay. So that it's hard, but you were close with your grandparents.
Yes, that we lived in the same house, and my grandmother really was the one who raised me because I didn't
Mhm.
have um, a good mother,
Right.
and they were both absent. Let's just say they were both, she let him do his gay shit,
Hmm.
and they were in their own little world. So grandma and grandpa were there, and actually, when I did come out, when a girl kissed me, it was nothing to me. It was like, yes, this is it. I
Yeah.
didn't think anything about it. I was 30. And
Mhm.
my grandmother was the last I told because we were so close. And she was like, all she said was like, oh, but you were engaged. I said,
Yeah.
Grandma, I could go to therapy the rest of my life, but we'll never know why this is.
Yeah.
And she accepted my girlfriend. She never said anything bad. So
Exactly.
she was fine, and she was in her 80s.
Oh yeah. That's amazing. Yeah, my grandmother was open as well. I don't know. It's just something about a grandchild and a grandma or grandpa. They always want to protect their kids,
Yeah.
except my uncle who, I think tried to take me on a date. He
Okay.
didn't have any money, so I said no the first week.
Okay.
But so Jersey, how ironic that you and I would meet in August of 2025 at the Art House Theater. over a project that I believe it was Clover and Jed were doing, right?
Yeah.
And you came up to me and you're like, your video was my favorite out of all of them. And I was like, oh my God, I love him.
The song was just, I couldn't get it out of my head.
Yeah. Yeah. But you telling me your story, and I didn't even know who you were. I was so moved by your story. And then you're telling me what's happening. And I can't believe from August of last year till the end of December 2025, how much has happened for you?
Happens real quick.
So just take us on that little ride about, because I know it was last year was your second birthday, if I'm not mistaken, in December, right?
Yeah. I celebrate December 20th. 2023 was when the judge gave me, when I got my legal name and gender legal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really, so I'm 2.5 years old right now.
Right. So how did the ball get started for the documentary? That I know we're not going to talk too much about it because, why don't we bring in a special guest before we do that? Is that okay?
My baby boy there? Yes.
Yes. Why don't you introduce him?
He was my friend, my greatest friend. It was amazing. We sat next to each other in Broadway show, and it was just an instant connection. And he only came on board, recently, and he's just amazing. So he's not only my friend, but he is my director, my producer, my everything. And it's Andrew Ross. I get his name wrong.
Well,
Hi, Andrew. How do you say your last name? Rasmussen?
Is it Rasmussen?
Rasmussen.
That's right.
Okay.
Ike's got it.
This is what happens when you ask a guest to introduce.
Like John Voorhees, whatever.
Hi, Mickey.
Okay.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm great. Thank you.
I know you're great. I've been watching everything you've both been doing, and it's phenomenal. I'm so proud of the both of you. And we were discussing the documentary because that's the only thing I'm kind of lost at with the timeline, because I know I met Mickey in August. And when did you both meet? It was prior?
We had met prior, I think.
Okay.
Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah, Sunset Boulevard. So like spring, maybe?
Okay,
Must have been spring of, yeah.
And then the documentary started rolling out and the ideas started coming through, and the man that I was born to be.
It's been sort of like, it's gone through 1,000 different iterations. Mm-hmm. Mickey has his whole platform and whole universe. He has his book and, speaking engagements, and he's really embedded in the community. And I don't know if you want, there's another story, Mickey, I don't know if you want to tell that one, but he needed some help putting together a promo. And so I was like, I'll come out for a day. I'll do one little thing. And it turned into 2 days and then 3 days. And then eventually I'm like, oh, this is a thing. We have a project here. And so, and then eventually Dominique Jackson got involved, and she became part of the documentary and is now executive producing with us.
That's amazing. That is phenomenal. So I know that you provided us a very special clip, and if it's okay, I'd like to show it right now.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a special little sneak peek.
Yep. But tell us a little bit about it before we show it.
Well, this is sort of our preliminary. So that was taken way back in the day, and then we've now it's been 9 months of shooting. So that's just like the teaser. That's the tip of the Mickey iceberg.
Perfect. So we're going to show you right now the teaser to The Man I Was Born to Be.
Can I ask you a question? Do you mind being on camera? What, you would have put lipstick on? Kind of important for the documentary. Why wouldn't you sometimes say she instead of he?
Are you really going to put me on?
Yeah. My name is Micky Petrillo. I'm a trans man who started his life all over at the age of 59. I'm on a mission to share my story, to open my heart, and to ask some hard-hitting questions with some of my closest friends.
Watch this. Call my mom right now.
Hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
Hi, sweetie. How are you?
I love you.
It was hard to understand because you never knew me as a woman.
No, but I know of you.
Right. So it was, it's hard, or it was harder, for my family and friends that have known me since childhood or birth to say Micky instead of Michelle and say he, him. So that I understood. I even sometimes would slip. When somebody called, can I speak to, and I'd say, this is her. And I'm like, shit.
Because I knew.
How legal dick. My dick is bigger than yours. But I didn't have a dick, so I don't know what they were trying to prove. Promise not to do that.
Yeah, no, but that's literally the jokes that idiots do with each other because, that's what friends are for. Friends are made to make each other uncomfortable.
Well, yeah, you do.
So that's what I'm hoping to make you do is feel a little bit more uncomfortable.
But if you had met me, would you have known? Do I look manly enough? You're just gonna say, that's a man. You're not gonna think twice. But also, I'm watching the men because I want to learn how to dress like them. I don't have to explain it. How dare you fucking say that? You don't have to understand it. I ask you to respect it. And if you can't respect it, please move on quietly.
I love that.
Remember, I'm only 18 months old.
What do you mean?
I was 59 years as a woman. There's things I can't do that if my father was here, he could teach me as a boy. We won't even talk about the horniness, but, you have two sons. Because life doesn't end at 60. Sometimes it finally begins.
Guys, that was amazing. That was so great. And it's so great seeing Micky in his element and talking naturally, just, getting people's opinions and the confusion sometimes when you say he, right? I think it's evident with everybody, like they sometimes slip. And are you okay with that?
Yes. Yes. As long as somebody's, it's gotten better. I understand, people have known me since I was born and, friends since grammar school. So at the beginning, there were some problems, but they would always apologize. And I'd say, I don't make a big deal about it because my therapist said, don't make a big deal out of it unless somebody's doing it nasty, but nobody has. But even today, I was talking about you and I said to somebody, oh, he's like we're like brother and sister. Today, talking to Andrew, I said Michelle. So it even comes out of me sometimes because you got to, it's 59 years, a woman. Mm-hmm. It isn't easy for me either sometimes. So I slip.
Yeah. People slip too when they're, pointing me out. They're usually, oh, fat bitch.
Oh, I thought you meant slip sexually, but okay.
Oh, no. Like I said, it hasn't happened in a while.
Join the club. I don't know why I was using lip balm when I was in Aruba. Like, who am I going to kiss?
You got to protect your lips. You were in the sun a lot.
I know, but what am I going to use those lips for?
But you want to make sure you're using them without any sores on them.
Well, that's true. If it ever comes, I haven't kissed a woman since I've been a man. So, if anybody, get in touch with Ike. If anybody wants to be my first woman to kiss me.
Yeah, well, we'll put it out there. I'm sure there's somebody in Taiwan. But
Taiwan. But you know what, Ike, it doesn't count that you've kissed me.
Yeah, well, that's going to be a Patreon account. So what is next for the documentary?
Well, we have some really exciting news that's coming forth. We're going to be premiering the documentary. It's got a new title. It's actually an entirely different project that is produced by Dominique Jackson and myself.
Nice.
So Micky has his whole universe, and we have a new one coming out that is going to be coming very soon.
That's awesome. I'm so happy. Congratulations. That's great.
Thanks.
And
I think you're in it.
Oh,
Oh.
Quite a lot.
I think we can reveal the secret that
go ahead.
Ike Avelli is one of the key figures in this project.
Andrew, thank you for saying figures, because I think I've lost mine many years ago. But thank you.
We hear you sing. We hear you laugh. You hear us joke. You hear a lot of Ike in his different.
It literally has been a blast. And Andrew, what you have put together creatively is just phenomenal. And every time something comes to the horizon and I see it and I'm like, my God, you are incredible. What you edit and piece together with so much material. It's not easy. And I know your job is extremely hard, but the reactions just from the Christmas show last year, and people were weeping. You did such an amazing job. Congratulations.
It's been a pleasure and a joy. It's been
Mm-hmm.
a really wonderful journey.
Yeah, and it's going to keep going. It's just going to get bigger and bigger.
He's had to look at thousands, 9 months worth of taping, filming, and had me do voiceovers and organizing the music and me doing daily. I couldn't even talk to him as my friend. I'd call him up. I'd have a problem. I'm crying about something. He goes, put that in. I'm blocking you. You can't text me anymore. Put it in a video. I have to do these video diaries every fucking day. It was like, I just want to talk to my friend. But he just saw so much potential in every little stupid, silly thing Micky does. Micky is just so out there as a personality. Mm-hmm. And he just had to come up with something, and I never interfered. I never gave a feedback. It was just, he knows me as well as anybody, and he knows Micky and the project. He knows Micky better than I do. So it's like, I just gave him full, do whatever you want. Whatever you're doing, you do. I don't need to approve the filming project of it or what he sees Micky in his eyes.
Yeah, I think it's important to capture as much as you can, because you don't know when you're going to get that aha moment, and you don't want to miss a thing, especially when it comes to something like this. You know, I mean, the nice part from the. Oops, sorry. I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
Oh no, I hail from the very linear Broadway, storytelling world or the feature film world, where we have a script, and so something that I would plan to happen always changed. And also with Micky, as you know, in the special scenes,
yes,
anything that you think is going to happen, it's going to go the opposite.
Exactly,
and that's been a fun, actually has been fun.
And it makes it genuine too, because you're seeing the side of Micky that everybody knows, his close friends, and I think the audience, when they see it, they're going to just eat Micky up. I mean, I ate him up and I spit him out and
But come on, I don't drive you too crazy. Come on, Ike, I don't drive you too crazy. I know I drive him crazy. How about you, Ike? Do I drive you crazy?
I think, we get each other because we're both hard workers. We're, we want things to be done, and we want them to be done right? But yeah, we can drive people crazy.
Because you know what? Andrew is the opposite of me. He keeps me, on the path. Okay. I'm like you. I'm 50 steps ahead. I'm already picked up my outfit for the Oscars. Okay. And he's still working on this, and he's very cautious. And I'm like, no, So I'm like you. I'm already at the next project.
Yeah.
So that's where we connect, where he settles me down and keeps me on the straight and narrow, as straight as I could be.
Everyone needs somebody like that. They have to, because and I don't want to say erratic because that's a strong word, but we kind of are. We're kind of here. We're there. You want to see something, you see it over there, you got to grab it and take it. And then you need somebody that's going to say, wait, hold on. We're going to take that later, but we're going to focus on what we have right now. We all need that,
Right, Andrew? I drive you crazy?
Never.
Oh, you know it. Even today, I drove you some crazy.
Look whose nose is growing. Anyway.
Don't jump on it.
One question, Mickey.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go to the Oscars, will you be
Mm-hmm.
wearing something revealing like Cher?
I would. That's my heartthrob. My love of my life is Cher.
Oh, that's why I brought it up.
Love of my life.
Would you wear something revealing? Maybe a see-through suit?
I love to show my chest. I'm very proud. I know some people aren't. I've had very little scars. I had a great surgeon, but I don't want to hide my scars.
Yeah.
Some trans men get, tattoos or whatever. I'm proud of them. It makes me who I am, and I'm not going to hide myself. And when I was in Aruba, I owned my space.
Yeah.
I was there before, right after surgery. I was not confident enough. I was confident. I owned my space. I walked that beach. I had to watch men and how they walk, and I walked behind them. So I know how to walk as a man.
Yeah.
I may have been more masculine than womanly, but I still wasn't completely know how to do things. Right. So I watched them. I learned how to walk better and act better. And it's a whole boys club. And I love being in that boys club. It was like all the men talk to you. Like, I'm at the bar or whatever. And they're like, hey, we need a fourth for, golf tomorrow. Can you play? Or somebody in the elevator, like, oh, he had a fishing rod. And I said, oh, what, you just went fishing? He goes, yeah, we have a charter tomorrow. You want to come? They all talk to guys. And it was like, women don't do that. If you see a woman they don't say, hey, to a stranger that, do you want to go shopping? You want to go for breakfast? No. But men do that. It is a boys club. And I had to learn all the fist bumps, the handshakes, all the fancy things men do. I don't know what's coming next. Yeah. And it was great. And it's okay. I get the boss.
You're comfortable.
Oh, well, I'm getting more comfortable. The more, it's all the names, boss, buddy, bro, whatever. The new one that happened was Papa.
Okay.
The waiter called me Papa, and I'm like, just don't call me Daddy. I cannot stand Daddy in porn movies. I don't understand why they call each other Daddy. I really don't want my father was a handsome man. I don't want to see his face on somebody's ass. Okay? Just not my thing.
On that note, thank you very much.
See, Andrew,
this is where I roll out.
Andrew,
you can't.
This is where my camera slate goes. And
he just missed the second part. Yeah. Andrew,
I can't talk to him like that.
I look forward to seeing you and working with you again soon.
I look forward to working with you, Ike. You're a dream. Mickey, I'll see you in the office. I'll see you on screen.
Okay.
And we'll see you at the premiere, Ike.
Oh, I will be there.
Which should be coming very soon.
Take care.
Thank you.
So let's now talk, Mickey, about this amazing book, Walking the Earth, First as a Woman, Then as a Man, which was written by yourself and Stacey O'Reilly.
Right.
It is incredible. You can see, look at all my notes.
You wrote in the book?
I'm prepared when it comes to a podcast. Amazing. Let me tell you something. I took all these notes because the book starts out so energetic. It's like in the courtroom, and you got the gavel noise, and I'm hearing things in my head, and it's just amazing. It really is such a great book. I was going on Facebook. What I was trying to do on December 20th, 2023, I had written something with my therapist that when I decided I wanted to come out to everybody, because I have, 10, 20,000 followers, and I had to do it all at once. Yeah. And when I came out, I posted, today legally, I'm proud to announce my name is Micky Angelo Petrillo. Yeah. And I don't have to explain it. You don't have to understand it. I ask you to respect it or please move on quietly. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. And I got hundreds and hundreds of people supporting me. And, and so I figured, I honestly didn't know what I was doing at the time, but being funny and people, connecting with me on a human connection, I said, I have to tell them my story. I have to all these silly things are going on.
Yeah.
So I just, like a normal, like there's nothing wrong with this. This is what's happening. And I would start out telling these stories and people were like, oh, you need to write a book, do a podcast, do this, do that, do stand up. And so then I created a separate page for this because maybe some people didn't like it. And people were following my daily, things and all these funny things that were going on. So I was connecting with people in a way through humor that they would finally know a transgender person and that I'm just human like everybody else.
Yes.
So so I was looking for somebody to write my book, and I found some people. I was going to have a ghostwriter. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, this Heather Hale producer came to me and said, no, I want to do a movie. I want to do a movie. You're not going to make any money on a book. Okay. We have to do a movie.
Yeah.
And I believed everything she said. And I signed a contract with her. I, over 6 months, gave her $20,000. And once she got the last payment, she ran off and never completed anything. And that's where Andrew came in, and he wanted to help me because I just got scammed out of every dime I had.
Right.
So then Stacy comes to me a few months ago, probably in February, and said, you were writing a book. What did you ever do with that?
Yeah.
That I never did anything. She said, give me all the notes. Give me everything that was on Facebook. I said, okay. Within 2 months, we had this done.
Incredible.
And it was everything I told Heather Hale to do. Yeah. I wanted that courtroom scene. I had that for 2 years. I had that scene. I had the closing scene with Jenny walking down the aisle.
Oh, don't even get started with that, because every time you originally told me that story, and it was like maybe a month into us meeting, and when you told it, I got teary. But when I read it again, Micky, when I tell you the detailing, you in the aisle, and then you describing your mom and her leaving, and you're seeing your family, your chosen family, right? It's just such an amazing way to end the story. But I still want to talk about some other things in here without giving away too much. So obviously you've had your amazing friends with you from the beginning, like you had Maddie, Cookie, Carla, Matt. Now, I hope it's okay to bring, I don't want to say this bitch up, but
that one, Lori.
Why? So this is my question, because I'm reading the book, and I guess I wanted a little bit more as to what happened, like with Lori. Like, did you have a conversation with her when you found her pulling away after all was done? Like everything, you had your surgery done, you had your friends that were there who were rallying for you, and then there was this one person who you really just couldn't get to for some reason.
I didn't see it happening because she was my everything.
Yeah.
For so many years. And I looked up to her, and we knew each other back in high school. So I wasn't connecting it. Why she wasn't coming to visit me, why she wouldn't ever look at me, why she never called me on my birthday or came over for my birthday or anything. And all my friends are saying, well, where's Lori? Why isn't Lori here? Why didn't Lori, because I was on Facebook saying, I needed whatever. And people were just, strangers were sending me food. Strangers were dropping off stuff. Mm-hmm. And she wasn't. And my friends were like, what's going on? Why is she? And I was like, oh, she's very busy. She's very busy, because that's what she told me. So I believed it. Yeah. I never thought anything about it until afterwards, when she attacked me, because she was in the hospital. I was home for 3 months. She went in the hospital and she started attacking me, saying I never came to visit her. I said it was 3 times I was there. What are you talking about? Yeah. That's when I said, you know what? You never came to see me.
Yeah.
Not once. Tell me why. And I kept asking her, just tell me why. Do you have a problem with me? I was just trying to get, if you have a problem with me, that's okay. Do you need some time? Do you want to discuss it? Do you need to go to therapy? What do you need in order to get through this? Because this is a major thing. It's what I told all my friends when I came out, with this. And I said, we're going to go through this together. I have no idea what transgender is. We'll go through this together. Ask any questions. We'll talk. I'll find out answers.
Yeah.
She never The only thing is when I told her, she said to me, "Oh, are you doing this for attention?"
Yeah. Yeah. I read that part.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, who does something like this for attention? So
And
that was the only thing.
And I think at that point, you probably realized that this is not probably going to go any further.
No, not until the surgery was December 27, 2023. I excused everything. I turned 60 a week later, nothing from her, not even a gift card, nothing. I think it was in March, late March, or April, that she started attacking me for not whatever. And that's when it started to all click. And my friends were like, you understand what she did. And I was always protecting her and giving her an out.
Yeah, right. Which is what we normally do when you care about people because you want things to work, right?
She was my till death do us part person. We always said that, till death do us part. I didn't understand that.
Life is crazy because people are here for a reason and a season, right? That's what we should say.
It was a very, I had to deal with a lot of people. Family wanted, the people who loved Michelle all these years never stuck around to get to know Micky. And I'm such a better person because I'm happy.
You're who you are, your authentic self. Yeah.
Right. And I can give to other people now. I didn't have anything to give before because I hated myself. I didn't like myself. And now I feel I'm a much better person.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to get to know me.
You are, because you can be who you are finally. You've waited. It's that acceptance you sometimes want from family because they didn't see you as your true self all those years. And now they can, and they're just not there. But you have your chosen family, which is amazing. And your chosen family who helped you write this book, Stacey O'Reilly, who is, by the way, phenomenal.
She's my everything. Are you kidding me?
I adore her so much. And she is just such a smart cookie.
She runs my business. I was away for 4 weeks. She ran my business. She did get all the stuff. She's a producer on the project. She's a producer on the film. She also helped write the book. She took care of Nugget while I was away. She came here every day to take care of Nugget, my baby girl.
She gave me my book. And, I don't want to give away. I want people to go purchase this book. We'll talk about where they can purchase it, before the show is over. But there is so much in here that you need to read, and you'll know Micky so much better. And I found out, and I didn't realize that your dad passed September 29th, which was my partner's birthday. September 29th.
Yeah.
Is that odd?
Well, we have so much of a connection. It's just like it was just an instant connection to you, to Wendy. It was that night was just like, boom.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
It was meant to be.
People are there for you. They're going to rally for you, but you're going to do the same, and I've said it before. You are a true friend. And I am so blessed that our paths crossed that day.
I believe it's my dad that's making all this great stuff happen for me, especially since Jenny, aka Mom, I don't think she should have that title. But, ever since she told me, hope you die on the table and whatever, you read the book, he has just taken over and has put me on this path. And I know once this happened, I realized this is what I was put on this earth for, to change the perception people have of the trans community through humor and radical connection.
Right.
That's it. No politics, no throwing it down somebody's voice. This is and to help the trans youth, and I'm out there speaking at all these events. So many people I know that read this book said to me, and they're mostly straight people and older, my age, and they said, I learned so much. Thank you. The emails I got, I learned so much. I didn't know a trans person. I didn't know all this stuff. Thank you so much. So I'm changing minds and I'm informing people. And that is my purpose.
But you know what? You're informing people also too, how strong one person can be. No matter how down you can fall, there's only one way to go, and it's up. And you have taken your life And you are really a role model to people who maybe are at the end of their ropes and they don't know where to go, and they read your book or they speak to you and they're uplifted, which is amazing.
That's what I want to do. You
have been doing, which is, we're going to play a game real quick, but I want one more question, and I just want to hear what your thoughts are on this, because you've spoken about, confronting major life challenges, right, through your whole life, from mental health to weight transformation, right, navigating major life pivots. So how did taking ownership of your health and your body play into stepping into your true self?
Well, I didn't care what Michelle looked like. I didn't care. Michelle wore baggy clothes, was fat. I was up to almost 300 pounds at one point. At surgery, I was 250 pounds. I am now 160. Because once I saw myself in the mirror and I liked what I saw, because I hated my body, I never looked at it. It was like, oh man, I want to have a healthy lifestyle, eat right, exercise. It wasn't like, oh, I want to go on a diet. It was just like, I want the best body. Okay. To attract women, of course, yes, but also for myself. I've never been in better health in my life. I've lost 70 pounds, whatever. And I work out, because when you have your breasts removed, it's all caved in because they took out all the muscles. So I am constantly trying to build that up so I don't look so caved in. And because I have pecs now, not boobies, pecs. Right. So I'm working on those pecs daily. So it's just having a healthier lifestyle, because I've been given a second chance at life. I've been given this second chance at life, even though my life is almost over at 62.
No, it's not. Oh, please. Oh, but I think it's funny because, like you said, when Michelle was in play, you weren't happy. You weren't eating right. But now your health is important to you because you're finally who you are, right? And I think that's important, but it should be important to everybody, good health and peace of mind. It should.
It should. It makes a difference. Health is so important if you want to live, longer. But, everybody has their demons. They might drink too much. They might do alcohol, or I was a food addict. Emotions take over and you do certain things. I'm happy I don't have those bad emotions anymore. I'm not suicidal anymore. So I'm happy. I don't need the food.
Right.
So my emotions aren't attached to food. I do want to mention something on the cover, because I just adore this.
Yes.
This is me at 5 years old.
I love that.
And Andrew, okay, besides everything else he does, this is an AI. He did this, okay? I wanted Michelle looking up at Micky. So I found this picture and being proud of Micky where he is now. You did it. You survived so much shit and so many suicidal attempts, and look at you now. And I wanted Micky looking forward, not back, looking forward. So that was so special. And he didn't use AI. He doesn't believe in AI, Andrew. He created that for me.
And we also want to give credit to who took the picture.
Billy Hess, right?
Front and back. He is in his glory days. And this is such a great picture on the back.
And who dressed me that day? Who styled me, buddy?
It was me, bitch.
Right? Who had to come to my house?
Mark did do the makeup and everything, and just everybody was great that day. It was a fabulous day, and the work, it's here, and it's all in the book. So they're going to have to go out and grab this book, and we're going to play a quick game. So we have a game called Loose Lips, the Lightning Round. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to answer questions as quick as you can. Some guests have answered in 5 seconds, right? Some have answered in 15, 20 seconds, but this is for you. Let's see how quick you can answer these 3 questions. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Favorite New Jersey comfort food you'll never give up?
Pizza.
Okay.
New Jersey pizza is the best, but I don't eat. I can't eat this
9
shit.
seconds, not bad. Oh, you don't eat pizza?
I don't eat anything anymore that's not healthy. But go ahead.
Okay. All right. Well, not even a Zeppeli?
No, can't.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, right. I see one on your desk right now. Who are you
Hold
sitting?
on. You thought it was a bra.
Okay, I'm sorry. Interrupted our game. Okay.
That's all right.
pizza.
This is what it's about. The one song that instantly puts you in a good mood.
It's tattooed right here. You haven't seen the last of me.
Oh, share.
Yeah, of course.
Oh my God. And you know, in my head, I was thinking Mickey.
No, actually, no, because this is my theme song that keeps me going when I was so down during COVID and stuff. You haven't seen the last of me.
Such a great song.
And
So
I
good.
sung it. I get down on my knees. I do it at karaoke, whatever, because that is my theme song. You have not seen the last of me.
You got to get the rights to that for the documentary.
Okay.
Let's call her up. Hello.
Do you think my new publicist that we both know, well, we can say her name, Eileen Shapiro, you think she knows Cher? She knows everybody else.
She knows everybody. The only thing she hasn't gotten me is Ricky Martin's pants. We'll talk, Eileen. We'll get Cher. Final question. One word to describe the current chapter of your life. One word.
Greatest. I am having the greatest life ever. If I was to die tomorrow, I lived the past 2.5 years. Just an amazing life I have right now. With amazing people. You know, the people who left my life, I thank them for leaving my life because it helped me to go stronger and meet the people like you and Wendy and Rose and Andrew, all these people who love me for me. They chose me. They don't have the blood running through me. You chose me.
Yeah.
You, this fantastic man, chose me to have him in his life. Oh my God.
I know. Same.
That's just amazing.
Now, that game was fun, but we always play, because you know I love Joan Rivers. We always have to play a little snotty game.
Okay.
And it's called You're a Bitch, and you have to name one person.
That's a bitch?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a few.
One.
Jenny. Jenny.
There you go.
How does a mother walk away from their child and hang up on the hospital when I get out of surgery and say he needs to come home someplace, and she goes, my son, I don't have a son, my daughter's dead, and hangs up. How do you do that? How do you walk away from your only child, your only family member?
I know.
I can't get that around. Nugget could shit on the floor. I wouldn't give a fuck because I love that cat.
Yeah. Yo.
There's nothing.
Well, now that I know, I'll be over in 5 minutes.
And what are we doing? I already did
on your floor.
Can we talk about the Christmas picture?
Oh.
Come on, that was the best picture blowjob you ever had.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Better than Eileen's.
I think we did it at Halloween too, wasn't it?
Oh yes. Oh yes. I put something, the microphone between my legs. See, I can't do this with Andrew. You saw him run when I said something naughty. Me and you have a different relationship. It just happens. But him, no. He turns red and he walks away.
But you know what? This makes a good podcast. So tell everybody where they can buy your brand new book, Walking the Earth First as a Woman, Then as a Man. Tell everybody where they can purchase this book because they must read it.
On my website, MickyAngeloPetrillo.com, and it's MICKY, Angelo Petrillo.com. Very, very easy. Or The Man I Was Born to Be. It's both. And the story, my name was Michelle Angela Petrillo, and you learned why and how that happened in the book.
Yep.
But my grandfather's name was Angela, so I chose to, it's hyphen like. I chose to honor him. Family's very important to me, and my father gave me that nickname growing up because I was very good in softball, and I hit a lot of home runs like Mickey Mantle. So that's why you get to choose your name. When you do this, you get to choose your name. You don't choose it at birth. So
everything is all 100% authentic, and it's you.
Right. So
I want to thank you for coming on. Number one, for being an amazing friend, right out of the gate. Number two, for being a phenomenal role model to people who really need you. Going out and speaking at events and being there, no matter what it is, if it's a pride event, if it's Transgender Day of Visibility, you're there for them, and it's authentic. And I love you for that, Micky.
And we shared that day together. I love that we shared that day together, Trans Visibility Day in Jersey City.
It was so.
You did a song, you made a song, and you just sang it, and I think that was so special to me that I shared that day with you.
Yes, and there's so many more special days, and possibly Christmas. Do something else again. But I thank you so much. And Andrew, if you can hear us, thank you for stopping in. But Micky,
he's hiding somewhere.
He is. He's probably thinking, "Oh God," he said porn.
Daddy
Patty LaPorn.
Oh, remember when we saw Patty LaPone?
Oh God, I love that woman. So good. All right, Micky, I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you for being a guest on Loose Lips.
Thank you for everything. Bye.